So today we're going to be talking about choosing who chooses you. Choose who chooses you, right? So when I was thinking about talking about this, right, I had to sit back and just ask myself, or just look back at all the experiences I've had with women, right? And I've looking back, I've never really had to convince a woman to be with me or to like me. She sees me, she's convinced already, right? And when we then have that encounter or we get to talking, right? She gets to know me. You can tell she's glad she chose me, right? So it's either I raise her interest or things just don't work out. But the thing about it is that I've never had to convince a woman. I've never had to do this thing they call toasting or try to like get her to like you. I've never had to do. She sees me, she likes me. She sees what she likes and she's convinced that I have to be with that guy. And that has been my experience with women. And it's just been like what even led me to even talk about this is that for the past few months I dealt with like a couple of women that at the time I thought they liked me, but they didn't really like me. So these women will be hot today, tomorrow they'll be cold, right? And dealing with those women, right, I realized that, for one, they were not really excited, to be around me. Most of the times we would link up, they will be late. It's hard to schedule like a date with them. Just they are cold they are hot this minute, the next minute they are cold, right? So I was like, man, what's really going on? I'm like, these girls are not really showing me what I'm usually familiar with. I'm like, hold up, right? I'm actually chasing these women at this point in time because like setting up a date with them is hard. Having them text you back, it's not just what I'm familiar with. So I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here. These women don't really like me. They don't really fuck with me. It's just convenient for them to be around right now, right? It's convenient for them to be around. They don't really like me, but they will deal with me because it's convenient right now. So, and I see a lot of this happen, like, with guys wondering, or my friends wondering, oh, does this girl really like me, or why isn't she doing like this, or did I say something or do this? Man, I just tell them, listen, this girl really fucks with you, right? She will treat you well, right? She would return your calls. She will pick up the calls. She will return them. Like if she's busy, she will return them ASAP as soon as possible. She will treat you right. She would listen to you. She would not demand anything crazy from you, knowing like what you got going on. She wouldn't do anything crazy, right? The experience with her would be pleasant. The experience with her would be interesting. The experience and encounter with her would be the most exciting thing you've ever experienced in life if this girl really liked you. Because if she liked you, she wouldn't be a pain in the ass. If she liked you, she wouldn't make you feel like, am I not good enough? She wouldn't make your life hell. But the thing about it is that we end up liking who don't even like us, right? And that's the big fuck up there, right? Liking someone that doesn't really like you, that doesn't even make sense, right? So if you ever ponder to yourself that and ask yourself that, does this girl really like me? I'm telling you right now, that girl doesn't like you, because if she liked you, you wouldn't have to think about it. I'm telling you, you wouldn't have to think about it. You would just know. So this is what happens. See what happens when a chick doesn't like you. You start like chasing her, doing things to get attention, doing things that you wouldn't normally do if the girl liked you, right? For instance, you might want to use materialistic things to get attention. You would want to essentially buy our love and attention. And I see a lot of dudes do this, right? They pay, and like they lead with the money to get attention, right? Because if this girl really liked you, you wouldn't have to do all those things in order for her to be with you, right? So man, I just think it's a complete waste of time liking or being with someone or chasing someone that doesn't really like you. I just don't see the point in doing that at all. It's just a complete waste of time. Just thinking about those encounters I've had, like two encounters that I've had, or three with women that don't really like me. I'm like, man, this is for one, it's a complete waste of time, energy, and resources. I could use all that time and energy and resources to myself, right? And just reserve it until I find someone that really likes me, rather than just wasting all of those energy on someone that doesn't really like you. Just think about it. The complete waste of time. That's how I see it. And you end up trying to chase these women down. And the point here is the point I've always, or the thing I've always said on my platform here, is never to chase a woman. Because if it gets to that point, if you're with a woman that doesn't really like you, you find yourself chasing that woman, trying to chase her down, trying to keep up with, like, trying to like keep up with whatever that you guys have going on, right? You're trying to make sure that everything, you're always trying. Like, you should never have to want to try. Like, it's just effortless. It's supposed to just happen. That's how I feel. That's the top game I have for today, man. Shit, like, man, never chase a woman, man. Never chase a woman. If she doesn't like you, don't even entertain. Just, and again, this is, I think I saw something I saw online, like from like this dating coach. He's blowing up right now. Goldie, Game Goldie, right? He says something, right? If you want to test if a girl really likes you, tell that girl to buy you a meal. And if she does buy you a meal, that's another way to tell if a girl really likes you. Because the thing about it is that you might have many encounters, right? And if you're the type of guy that's out there dealing with women, you want to screen them out real quick. And this is another good way to do that. Just tell the bitch, buy you a meal. If she does buy you a meal, man, that's okay. I know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Because for a woman to, from our own pockets, right? From our own, like, our own money, right? Women are quite very, I wouldn't say stingy, but like they are very mindful of how they spend their time and money, right? Whatever resources that they have, right? If she can take out her own money and buy you a meal, listen, that girl likes you. That's a test. I wouldn't say she kind of likes you, but that's a test. You're testing to see if this girl really fucks with you, right? Or just come up with something, baby, maybe I need, whatever, and see how she reacts. It's not as if you need it. You can buy a meal, right? But test the girl, test her to see if she will do that for you, right? It's just a test. And you might say, oh, girls don't, why would a girl do that, right? Why would a girls don't, you're supposed to be paying for everything, blah blah blah. Girls don't necessarily spend their money on guys or whatever, even though they like you or whatever. Okay, this same coach, right? And it made sense when he said it. Like, it made sense to me, right? See, these women actually pay, right? They pay to go on, like, the big celebrities, right? If they have a show, the musicians, someone like Chris Brown, Trey Songz, Omarion, right? The tickets to go to those shows are like so expensive, right? Not expensive, but they're relatively expensive. It's high. The prices are high. They pay these women pay to go see those dudes, right? They brought out their money from their own pocket to pay to see a star, right? They even go further to pay like almost $1,000 to meet and greet the star and to take a picture with him. So if a woman can do this to someone that doesn't even know her like that, doesn't even give her any form of attention, right? And she can willingly take out her own money and pay to see that dude. What does that tell you? See, let me tell you, see, the thing about it is that me, I only want girls, see, at this point in time, me, I only want girls that see me as a star. Yeah, that's it, man. I want her to see, because the reason why that woman wouldn't pay, right, for your time is because she doesn't really fuck with you. She doesn't think you're the shit. Me, I want to deal with a woman that thinks I'm the shit. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the problem we're having right now, because I see a lot, like, my friends would be saying, like, would say I'm picky and I'm all that. But man, like, I'm picking girls that really like me, and I'm watching, like, even though you like me, I have the right to choose, right? I would, see if you have a pleasing personality. I would see if you're fun to be around with, if you have good character. These are the things I'm looking for. I'm not really looking for, you're beautiful. Of course, I want to be with a beautiful woman, right? I want to be with a beautiful woman, and definition of beauty is beautiful. I think we should stop saying that word, right? So a woman who's beautiful, right? There's a woman who's beautiful on the inside and on the outside, like physically, right? Beauty, you have internally, you have a good character, you have a good soul, you have a pleasing personality, you know all those qualities, right? And you know, physically you're also beautiful. That is what, if you should call a woman beautiful, that's she has to have all that before you call her beautiful, right? If you don't know the woman that well, just say, and you see her, she's pretty. That's it. There's a big difference between beautiful and pretty. That's a pretty woman there. But do you know how cold and empty her soul is? You know, that's just a pretty woman, right? She's pretty, she's just pretty on the outside physically, right? But if she's beautiful internally and outwardly. Yeah, outward. Yeah. So we should define that. So some friends will say I'm picky, but I'm watching all these things. I'm watching if this girl really fucks with me. I'm watching if she's like going out of her way to do certain things for me. How far can I push the limit with her? The point is, I think where I'm driving at is that being pretty is cool, but I'm watching all other things like, oh, does she really fuck with me? Does she really like me? Does she have a good character and stuff like that, right? So all this would determine if I even choose her, right? So you have to do all this, like know this before you get into any situationship or relationship with a woman. So yeah, like I've been thinking about this. Choose who chooses you, man. Yeah, that's the thing right now. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the video, man. Like, subscribe.